Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen. Back when I used to stay here, this was considered the Ritz, so to speak. This is where a lot of your big-time fishermen come to dock up at the marina and go on big game fishing trips here. Tell you a little story about the old Chicago Mafia boss, Tony Accardo, and show you where he ended up getting his nickname and how it came about. If it's still there, what I'm looking for. Okay, here's something I want to follow up on, what I talked about last night with the big tuna, Tony Accardo. Let me show you where the nickname derived. This is Blue Water Marina. I used to fish out of here back in the 90s. And here's what I was talking about. The Gold Medal Awards. And there he is. Joseph Accardo, Tony Accardo. Tuna, 1974. So there you have it, folks. The big tuna. I guess Joe was his son. Can't confirm that. If you ever wondered where he got the nickname, the big tuna, there it is. All right, so we're gonna eat dinner here tonight. The Big Game Club. Let me show you a little bit around here. You have the rooms, the hotel rooms, which are nice, but what I used to prefer to stay was over here in the cottages. Like the little villas, they're like duplexes. See, all those are fishing boats. You don't have like big yachts or whatever to stay here. Everybody's here for fishing. And just look at that blue water. Crystal clear. You can see every detail of the bottom. And that's probably 12 to 15 feet deep right there. Yeah, these are the villas I was telling you about. Probably stayed at half of these. And that is Bimini Bay out here, by the way. On the other side of the island is the Atlantic Ocean. Of course, this is in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, but this is the inlet here at Bimini. Okay. Y'all know how I roll. Neighbors over here next to us just offered me. I was asking about their conch fritters, and they said, well, hey, we got some left. Would you like them? So
Eat 'em.
I told them, I said, well,
Eat 'em.
I said, I would have waited for y'all to walk away first, but being that you asked, here we go. Conch fritters. It's like a big conch hush puppy. Mm. You can't see the conch because it's white, but it's filled with chewy pieces of conch. Rolled, and it looks like a cornmeal and deep fried. Good spicy sauce. And it wouldn't be proper if I didn't bless it with grace. Oh,
They're good.
thank you. Man, we ran into the perfect neighbors tonight. Appreciate that.
You know, you're embarrassed, but one day you'll appreciate it.
Humiliated.
One day you'll be like, I think it was awesome.
Now I gotta try the Bahamian pepper sauce that the neighbors told me to try. Come on in here a little closer if you would, Mary. Oh, accidentally put too much. But y'all know my motto. Too much is better than not enough. That's different than typical hot sauce that I eat. It's got a different kind of pepper in there. It's Bahamian pepper sauce. So I'm sure it's some kind of red chili pepper or Tabasco pepper. All right, be right back. All right, here at the big game the next morning, time capsule clip. But anyway, I forgot to do my shout outs last night. You know, I can't forget that. First and foremost, Josh Bowen had a birthday on July 5th. I want to wish him a big happy birthday. They bought a couple shirts last month. So happy birthday, Josh. Also, Tim North. It's been a couple weeks, but I've just now had the opportunity. He sent me a $50 thank you gift. Bill North, True and Blue. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that supports the channel. Whether you send money or not, I appreciate you supporting. Last but not least, people are asking me about this shirt, my Good All's Country Kitchen merch. Since I'm down here, they're like, what in the world's Good All's Country Kitchen? Well, my buddy Steve Logston from Premier Corporate Wear and Promotionals makes these t-shirts for me. So I want to give Steve a big shout out, and Steve's going to play a bigger part when I come back to Naples tomorrow and we do a review there. I'm going to tell you more about Steve. Okay, got to wash it down with the Bahamian mainstay Kalik. All right, while we're waiting for our entrees, just kind of show you around. It's a pretty good atmosphere out here, overlooking Bimini Bay. Melissa, what are you thinking so far of our first day in Bimini?
Thinking this ice cold Kalik is tasting wonderful right now.
I hear you. It's pretty hot.
It's the prettiest water I've ever seen.
But just the water alone, the colors of the water, makes it all worthwhile coming here. And of course, to reminisce from 17 years ago when I asked this lovely lady to marry me. And that's not the Kalik talking. Well, I'm sticking with Bahamian dishes tonight. Got the shrimp and a little cheeseburger, and Mary's got calamari. But I've got a Bahamian staple, which is a fried lobster tail with a double order of peas and rice, which is also another Bimini staple. All right. All right. It looks like they take the tail. Oh, here it is. I see what they did. They scooped the meat, sliced it, and filleted it. And then I said they deep fry it. I guess they don't do drawn butter here. But you already know I'm accentuating That's very good. The breading, I got a little breading on the outside, which is kind of spicy for a breading. Okay, now the peas and rice.
I don't see any pea. Oh, there's a pea.
That's got a hint of some Creole seasoning in there. Very tasty. Perfect accompaniment with the fried lobster. Be right back. All right. I'm going to use some of Melissa's sauce. Of course, you know, I've got the Grace on there. But I'm going to accentuate. It's either a spicy mayo or a chipotle. By the way, this is a different lobster. This is what's called Florida lobster. It doesn't have pinchers. It's just tail. So this is different than lobster you would get up in the Northeast. Different, but just as good. All right. Melissa was gracious enough to let me have one of her shrimp. Looks like it got a nice light breading on it. Good size. I'm just going to eat it naked, no sauce. Really good. There we go. And again, look at that crystal blue water. See straight through. I was kind of hoping we'd see a big shark swim through. All right, first night in the books. Good choice tonight. Tomorrow we're going to go a little more rustic. Some beachside Bahamian delicacies. So stay tuned. And y'all don't know nothing about this big game club.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.